You're looking for her? I figured we'll be doing this together and I should run it by you first.
But she could be anywhere, couldn't she? She could be in South Africa for all I know.
You should do it. You should find Lily.
This is kind of strange. I've never done anything like this before. I'm sorry if I start rambling.
There's no need to be nervous. And rambling is a good thing. It's the reason why you're here, right? To get things off your chest.
Yeah, I suppose so. Don't quite know where to start.
Well, something must have pushed you to seek out counselling, so why don't you start there?
I guess it's a preventative measure. So much has been happening lately, and I'm scared that, well, been through some pretty bad times, and I don't want to go back there.
When you say bad times, what do you mean?
It's not important. It was so long ago. It's all behind me now.
Whatever it is, I promise you I've probably heard it before.
Well, I used to have a secret double life as a stripper. One of my clients became obsessed with me. He attacked me at my wedding, shot my fiance, who fell into a coma, and I couldn't cope with it looking after him on. Also, I turned to drugs and alcohol in order to get through the pain.
Okay, that is a new one. And your fiance?
Dead.
Of course. Why don't we start from the beginning?
Hello? Hello? What?
I can't believe you found her.
I know. I almost didn't think it was actually going to happen.
What do we do now?
I suppose we call her, try and arrange a meeting. Oh God, I've got to talk to her. What do I say?
I don't know.
Here goes nothing.
I missed something.
I was only 2 when my dad died, I think. Well, 1. We don't have any memories of our dad. Don't even have any memories of our stepfather. I mean, I was 3, I think, when my mum met him, but a couple of years later, and it was in prison, and I think they just decided to call it quits after that. I mean, I don't know, maybe it was before. But that was it, the whole story, as far as me and Maud were concerned, at least.
And the birth certificate?
Like I said, we found it in the attic. Maud knew straight away that something was wrong. I mean, the names of the parents, William Potts and Mary Smith.
So that means that the person that the birth certificate belongs to, that would make her your...
Sister, yes. Half-sister, at least. I mean... It means my mum and my stepfather had a baby, and she lied to me my whole life.
That must be a lot to take in.
And now Maud wants to go off and find Lily.
But you don't.
No, I mean, I don't know. I want to meet her, I think, but there's just so much going on. I haven't even had time to process what's really happening.
There's nothing wrong with wanting to take a bit of time to think things over. You know, the same thing's probably going through Maud's head as well. She's just handling them a little differently. Talk to her. Tell her how you feel. That you want to take a bit of time before you contact Lily. I'm sure she'll not mind. I'm sure she'll understand.
I think it's a bit too late for that.
Hi, I'm Florence, this is Maud. I'm Maud, this is Florence, yeah. Maud Smith as in your mum, our mum, you know, related. Hello.
It's nice to meet you.
You too.
I don't really know what else to say.
I can't say that I blame you. This isn't exactly an everyday occurrence.
I know, right?
Oh, got something for you. This picture. Mum. I figured you probably couldn't remember what she looked like. I mean, I figured you probably hadn't seen her since, well, you know. I have to say, when we contacted you, you didn't seem surprised at all to learn about us.
This must be harder for you than it is for me. I've always known. I grew up without a mother. I knew there was one out there, somewhere. Whereas you two, you never even knew that I existed.
What did you know about Mum?
Not a lot. I knew that she was called Mary. I never knew her last name. I was always too afraid to ask, and I knew she had more children. You guys. That was about it. And you're right. This is the first time I've ever seen her.
Why didn't you ever try and contact us or find us? I mean, weren't you curious?
Kind of, but I knew if I did, my grandma wouldn't be happy. She's really protective and always tried to keep this stuff away from me. I suppose I could have gone behind her back about it, but I always kind of felt like this wasn't any of my business. She obviously had her reasons for taking full custody, so who was I to argue? But when you called, we were so close that naturally I couldn't say no.
When did you,
When did my grandmother take me, you mean? I would have been about 1, I think. Dad was sent to prison and, I don't know, she decided to fight for full custody. I don't know how long it went on for, but eventually, I guess, your mum gave up and moved away with the 2 of you. right here to spittle gum. Besides, I guess the court couldn't really argue with the family support and financial security that she was offering, you know, compared to... I've always wondered, though, about the family I lost. And now you're sat right here in front of me and I don't really know what to think about it.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Here are the contact details for both of us. We'd like to keep in contact if that's okay.
I'd like that.
I was worried I wouldn't like her. That's all I could think about before I met her. What if I don't like her? But then we spoke and she was lovely and I like her, I do. But that's when I realised I wasn't worried that I wasn't going to like her. I was hoping I wouldn't, because if I like her, then she's a part of my life and an important one too. Look, what happened to Fred when he was shot, and now I've lost... I can't do it. I can't open up and let someone into my life again and go through it all when they're gone. I know, I'm pessimistic, I know, but I can't do it. I can't be Dazzle again.
I've noticed that you do that a lot, referring to that time in your life to Dazzle.
Just a silly name.
Yes, but you talk about Dazzle as if she's another person, as if she's someone different, someone who's not attached to you, as if for the past 6 months you've just been walking in her skin.
Well, she is a different person. I mean, to me, that's what it felt like.
Maybe it did, but that's not reality. You can try and change who you are. You can try and run away from who you were. But you are only running away from yourself. And unfortunately, that is the one thing that you can't escape.
I hope there's a point to this. Otherwise, this is a really terrible pet talk.
My point is that there is no point pretending that that part of your life doesn't exist. That it is detached from you somehow. Because it is a part of you, and you just have to accept it.
I think a large part of it was about control. Up until that point, my life had begun to slip out of control. My finances, my future, even my body wasn't mine. And I figured if the rest of the world's going to think that I'm useless, that I'm trash, that I'm Dazzle, then so be it. I'll be Dazzle. But I'll do it on my own terms. And Fred, when he was taken away from me, I figured I'd push people away so they wouldn't leave on their own. I thought I was protecting myself, but it was just self-destruction. I realise that now.
It's great that you recognise your motives behind this behaviour. Knowing them is the first step of, well, not experiencing them again. You're making progress.
Slowly but surely.
Slowly but surely.
Have you noticed anything odd about the way Florence has been acting?
She's just a bit down. It bound to happen.
If you had a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, you'd take it no matter what, right?
I don't want to stop you from following your dreams.
Tea? Well, you certainly seem to have cheered her up.
Must be my way with words.